How Donald Trump reshaped Canada-US relations. For decades, Canada and the United States have maintained one of the world's closest security partnerships. While disagreements have surfaced occasionally, such as disputes over trade, climate policy, and military interventions, these tensions never truly threatened the deep-rooted trust between these allies. However, new research by Professor Will Greaves from the University of Victoria suggests that Donald Trump's presidency fundamentally altered this relationship, putting its stability at risk. The foundation of Canada-US relations has long been built on a pluralistic security community, a concept describing countries that trust each other enough to rule out the possibility of war. This trust was based on shared democratic values, mutual respect, and a sense of common purpose. However, according to Greaves, Trump's leadership has significantly eroded these key pillars. One major issue is the growing divide in social values. While Canadians largely remained unified on issues such as human rights and government roles, American society became increasingly polarized. By 2018, polls showed that 56% of Canadians held an unfavorable view of the U.S., and 82% felt that America did not take Canada's interests into account. Trump's policies and rhetoric further strained the relationship. His administration imposed tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminum, threatened to withdraw from NAFTA, and even proposed stationing U.S. troops at the Canadian border. During the COVID-19 pandemic, his government attempted to block medical supplies from reaching Canada. Perhaps most damaging, Trump's frequent dishonesty, documented in over 16,000 false statements, included at least 43 lies about Canada, further undermining trust. Beyond these specific policies, Trump's attacks on democratic norms also posed a broader threat. His efforts to discredit election results, praise authoritarian leaders, and deploy federal forces against peaceful protesters signaled a decline in the democratic values that had once united the two countries. The effects of Trump's presidency are likely to endure beyond his tenure. His American First ideology continues to shape U.S. politics, leading to policies that often disregard Canadian interests. Government agencies that once prioritized cooperation have shifted their approach. Since being re-elected in November 2024, Donald Trump has threatened to impose punitive tariffs on Canadian exports, despite the free trade agreement that he renegotiated between the two countries, and has repeatedly referred to making Canada the 51st state. Many Canadians now realize that they cannot count on the U.S. as a reliable partner. Despite this, the bonds between Canadian and American citizens remain strong, and diplomatic ties continue. However, the relationship may be shifting from one of mutual trust to one based on power dynamics. If the U.S. continues to prioritize its own interests at Canada's expense, the historic security community could give way to a more traditional, imbalanced international relationship. Rebuilding trust will require sustained effort. Whether the two nations can restore their shared identity in mutual respect, or whether a new era of power-based relations will emerge, remains an open question for the future.